Hello, everybody. Today I realized that I don't have a lot of time to do the things that I want to do. And I decided that with blogging being one of the many, many ideas that I have for myself to do as a hobby and just something that I'm interested in, I decided to go back to something that I did um, before my wedding. As many of you know, I did a video blog of the last 100 days. I tried to continue with the blogging, but because of being a full time grad student, a wife, minister in my church, and active in many, many areas, I just couldn't find the time or motivation to write, even though I had the topics to write on. So today starts my video blog. No particular topic, but um, I feel like it's a much better way to allow myself that creative freedom to get my thoughts out to everyone. But at the same time, I get to save some time by not having to write everything out. So today I'm going to talk about something that has been on my mind for a while, and that is peer pressure. We talk a lot, or we hear a lot about peer pressure, um, typically with school age kids and the whole bullying advocacy that's going on nowadays, trying to help people who are being bullied or to, you know, get those bullies to stop. But I noticed that there are many, many forms of peer pressure or bullying in a sense. And one of the ways that have that I've been impacted lately is with spiritual bullying. And this, I'll just give you a warning. This will be a spiritual topic. So if any of you are not interested in that, you could wait for the next one. Um, Lately, I've been experiencing a lot of changes in my personal ministry, not necessarily my church home, but within myself. And I've begun to feel a little bullied in my spirit. And by that, I mean my strong stance that I've had, my flat footedness in a sense, or just my motivation has kind of dwindled. Um, I really, I can't really explain it. All I know is that I've been bullied by the devil, so to speak. Like, I've definitely been impacted by a lot of negativity that he's tried to speak to me and over my life. However, obviously we know that the devil's a liar and, you know, he won't have any dominion over us. But if we're not careful and in tune with the Spirit of God, and if we're not maintaining our spirituality and our relationship with God while we're going through the busyness of our life, it's very easy to succumb to being bullied by the enemy. If we're not careful, he'll begin to speak a lot of things over us, and because of whatever reason, some of those things may either come to pass, or you might be able to think in a way that almost proves him right. But I just want to encourage anyone out there who has experienced anything similar to spiritual bullying, or even comparing yourself to other people and comparing the way you minister. One thing I had to remind myself constantly over the past few months is that God has given me a gift to share. And this is something that I experience in not just ministry but other areas of my life. I have to remind myself, number one, well, obviously I know I'm not the best. I'm not the best at anything. I'm as good as I am. I can improve, but, you know, it is what it is at this point. I'm not going to go backwards. I'm going to continue to strive forward, but I'm pretty much content where I am in the aspect of, you know, I'm not trying to sing or preach or do anything like anyone else. But sometimes you can start to wonder or question how effective your gift is. It's easy to know that you're preaching a good word if, people are jumping, screaming, hollering, saying amen, or if people are getting with you when you're singing. But I've had to remind myself that it's not in necessarily man's opinion, but am I glorifying God? That's something that I had to question myself a lot over these last couple of months in my life. And the answer that I received in my own personal walk, in my own relationship, I received that my answer was yes, that I am pleasing him. That's what I got from him. But at the same time, when situations or things happen in your life, it is easy to question that. So if you've ever been bullied in the spirit, or if you've ever been in a situation where you start to really question your effectiveness, stop and ask yourself, who are you doing this for? Are you doing this so that you can get an emotional reaction out of people? Are you doing this so you can get, the glorification of it? Or are you doing this so people can pat you on the back? Or are you really singing? Are you really preaching? Or anything that you're doing, are you really doing it to glorify him? So that's something that I've been pondering. I won't ramble on any longer, but stay tuned for the next one.